never let anyone ever hurt my family!
Invincible is an awesome show about Omni-Man and his son Invincible and how they fight crime. No, but really, this show has slowly but surely become a favorite of mine. No other superhero media has left me as devastated as Invincible does with its violence and character writing. The show really bounces perfectly off of your expectations and forces you to rethink where the story is going and what they're ultimately trying to say. It's constantly ripping itself away from tropes of the genre and then thrusting you into moments where shit gets real scarily fast. Nothing is ever simply resolved or neatly tucked away. The show is always finding interesting ways to reintegrate storylines in a way that's realistic but always kind of fucked up. But for how good the writing can be, this shit would simply not work without fucking acting superstar Steven Yeun. And all the other actors, they're good too. Steven Yeun is really a microcosm of what works so well about Invincible. See, the thing is, Mark isn't some particularly crazy or unique individual. He's kind of just a dude that was born into powers. When we meet him, he's literally getting punked on. But that normalcy, that basic humanity, ends up being one of the greatest strengths of Mark as a superhero. The same goes for Yeun's performance. You see, Yeun isn't doing anything particularly crazy with his portrayal of Mark other than grounding him. When a character has ultra god space powers, it can so easily be mishandled and make an audience quickly lose interest when that character can kind of overcome any regular human problems. I mean, how do you keep a character relatable when they can do almost anything physically, work for the fucking Pentagon, and their girlfriend can make fucking golden apples, I guess? Well, it's all hinged around Yeun and his portrayal of Mark. Mark is flawed, naive, hopeful, courageous, cowardly. He's angry, he's hurt, he's worried. Yeun captures this so well with this understated performance that works perfectly in juxtaposition to all of the crazy shit going on around him. But when the show goes to its darkest places, it's always Yeun recentering you back to the emotions and stakes of the moment with the most authentic, soul-crushing delivery of your fucking life.
Hey, Mark, don't touch me.
Calm down.
I will not calm down. This is insane. What do you think is gonna happen? That I'm gonna go enslave my friends for a bunch of aliens I've never met? This is my life. These are my people.
We have a responsibility to Viltrum.
I don't give a shit about Viltrum. And I don't care if I live a fucking million years. This is my home, and I won't let you destroy it.
He really shines in those moments because that basic humanity, that understated performance, is ultimately what makes you really root for Mark. Yeun portrays a full, almost psychologically accurate Mark. It makes Mark feel like someone I could meet in real life because of how he reacts to the events around him. It feels like how a kid would actually feel in his position. One of the coolest things about Invincible for me is that it feels like as the show has been going along, my life has kind of mirrored Mark's. I also have superpowers. But no, literally, I remember watching the entire second season in my dorm last year, watching Mark figure out college as I was literally doing the same things. And maybe ultimately that's why I have so much appreciation for Yeun's performance. Because I honestly feel like he captures the feelings and temperaments of a 19, 20-year-old kid so well. I see how Mark reacts in those moments and I'm like, yeah, that's probably how I would feel. For a show that deals extensively with superpowers and space and multiverse and giant fucking creatures, it's ultimately anchored by the most simple human interactions. Without those interactions, without the performance of Yeun, you don't care about any of this. It would be just another superhero show in the landfill of superhero media we have if it wasn't for Yeun fucking being the beating heart of this show. It's the real human moments that make me continue to come back to this show.
What will you have after 500 years?
You, Dad. I still have you. Dad?
You see, this was the moment I fell in love with the show. This little interaction between father and son after all of that cruelty. It made me fall in love with Invincible, with the character of Mark. The fact that it's him saying this that brought the conflict to an end. Not a power, not a tackle, not a punch. It was just a few words between father and son. It's representative of what is different about Mark at his core and why he is a force of change in the world around him. I think the kind of cool irony of the show, and I'm sure I'm not the first person to say this, is that the human side of Mark makes him more invincible than the Viltrumite side. Ultimately, it's his human side that stops his dad from destroying Earth. It's his human side that makes him empathize with Powerplex. It's his human side that I think kind of enables him to defeat Conquest. And Yeun completely empowers this dynamic by fleshing out Mark as this three-dimensional figure with palpable emotions. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I love Steven Yeun. If you're a huge fan of Steven Yeun, just like me, and you want to see something that he's in that's kind of different from Invincible, I urge you to check out Burning, which is a Korean film that he's in. He plays a completely different character. It's an insane performance. I'll show a clip.
난 가끔 비닐하우스를 태워요. 뭐라고요? 가끔 비닐하우스를 태운다고요. 난 비닐하우스를 태우는 취미가 있어요. 들판에 버려진 낡은 비닐하우스 하나를 골라 태우는 거예요. 2달에 한 번쯤? 그 정도 페이스가 제일 좋은 것 같아요. 나한테는.
Yeun is such a treasure. And that's honestly why I wanted to make this video, because when I was watching Invincible, I was just realizing how much I just don't think it would work without him. I just realized how in so many of the moments of the shows, in so many of the darkest moments of the show, it was fucking Yeun being like, making it all feel real and making it all feel like it mattered. Like it had a real effect on the characters because of just how fucking comprehensively depressed he fucking sounds sometimes. Anyways, you've heard me yap about it enough. I had to take a little hiatus because I was watching so much House MD. It was an issue and I got hospitalized for it. So I'm back now. And yeah, guys, YouTube summer, we're here. Anyways, I'm out.